going on YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome back for another episode of Cities Skylines. It was nice taking a little break, trying out the Need for Speed Heat. If you guys haven't checked those videos out and you're into racing games, I'll leave a link in the top right above so you can check those out. But we're back in Cities Skylines. There's going to be some more Need for Speed videos coming up, but back in Cities Skylines for now. Kind of missed it. So I mentioned in those Need for Speed videos that I kind of completed the highway interchange over here. I built a custom interchange myself over here, and I'll show you guys how that works here in just a moment. But let's start over here on this side. So over here, not a whole lot has changed. We're still kind of draining every little bit of the remaining oil in the area here. Over here, everything remained the same, and then over here is kind of where we're going to be dipped down a little bit into the highway, and then we get to the toll. So I'll be honest with you guys, I have never ever before used tolls in any of my cities, so I decided to try the tolls here, and I do have them set as automated, but I'll put the game on 3 speed here so you guys can see. They're not going the fastest speed. They're still kind of sort of slowing down a little bit, but our income has gone up, as you can see. So we're sitting at that about 7.3 million in the bank. We have about fluctuating between 50 and 70,000 coming in per week, which is huge. We have 46,000 population, small demand for residential, big demand commercial and industrial, and that's kind of where we're at. I moved the garbage facility temporarily over here on this side of the highway. Temporary access has been granted, so here and here. That is going to go away once we figure out exactly how we're going to build this area out. And here's my my little interchange over here. So this probably took the longest to build. No, actually, I'm lying. This took the longest to build and kind of even out with the keys and everything. Figure out how we want to do it. But this took a good amount of time as well. So here's how it works. So I'll explain from each direction, even though it might be a little bit redundant, but let's check it out. So if you're somebody coming from this side, you have a designated turning lane into this part of the junction here. So you can either go left and get into this side of the city, and how you get out is through this tiny little tunnel that I created in between the two highway roads. At the same time, if you're going right, so this right here is a double lane, by the way. Hopefully they pick their lane here as they should. So over here, you would make a right, such as this gentleman over here who nearly flipped over, and you head down this way. You come across the nicely evenly placed bridge. You hit the toll, so you see how they're slowing down over here. And then you go about your way down this way. Now, most of this traffic that's coming this way is going into the either the port over here or down into the oil area. And we're still at level 4 here. I'm not even sure that, or if we're going to hit level 5. Let's see. Slowly, 133,000. We need 135 to make this a 5-star oil area. And that's really everything. I mean, in the last episode we kind of started a little bit more of a development over here. I honestly, for the life of me, cannot remember if I showed the metro connection over here, but if I didn't, here it is. It's doing well. It's got a bunch of passengers coming and going, which has reduced the traffic a little bit as well. And actually, you know what, that's not everything. So I did a little bit of additional work over here because there was some backups happening, and this is kind of, I mean, I didn't completely redo it. Should we? Yes, I think in the future we should redo this whole junction make it look a little bit more more appealing. Maybe even come out with it further out this way, so it's away from the farming area. But this is kind of what I come up with so far, just to kind of fix the backup that was happening. And we have a little bit of issue here now. A little bit clueless as to how exactly to fix it. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, industry area leveled up. We are now level 5. We're going to check that out here in just a moment. Let me see if I upgrade this to... If I upgrade this to the industry road, just like everything else, and then leave it like this. Let's see if this maybe will help some of these folks pick a different lane and go about it that way. And I don't think they're supposed to be turning out of this lane into here. Yep, see, illegal, ticket. So we'll see. I don't know. Let's give it a little bit and see what happens there. Currently, we're at 88 to 89%, kind of hovering around that area. But we'll see. We'll see kind of what happens there. I'm still advancing this this park here. I have not forgotten about it. We are at level 2, and I think we have everything placed in there already. Rotating teacups. Actually, I don't think we do. So I think that's one of the things that has. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, it actually evens out the terrain. Not bad. Let's put it there. We'll put it there. Rotating teacups. Okay, so let's do just a little bit of work on the amusement park. So we have the piggy train. And I think that's this one over here. It is. So we have all of that. Rotating teacups. I don't think we had those. How? I don't know. Let me make sure. Yeah, no, that is the piggy train there. We have the carousel right there. And we have the game booth 1 and 2. We have that there. Okay. All right, so we're waiting. We're waiting for this to level up to level 3 before we continue on with anything else. For all of this demand that we have happening right now, I'm gonna do a little bit more of the European zoning over here on this side. So let us do a little bit of offices right there. We're gonna put a residential space in there as well. Coming alongside here, we're gonna have some more high density commercial. Actually, let's do that as well. We're gonna put office there. I'm gonna put the residential there, and we're gonna do an additional office there. And then outside over here, it can be commercial. So that's gonna hopefully fill in pretty nicely. Our next milestone is at 60,000. This is when we gain the additional area. We also get the airport and the cargo airport, international airport. We don't unlock until the next and the last milestone. So what did I say last time? It was 13 milestones. We're working on hitting 12 and then 13 for Megalopolis. So all in all, I think we're doing pretty darn good. We're gonna level this area up, kind of expand out this way, see what we want to do, and then we're gonna start working on I think over here maybe the higher density, like skyscrapers, the city and everything. Maybe on this side, additional low density, then do a mix over here. I think it's also going to be fun putting in the on and off ramps over on this side of what I did. And let me show you actually. So let's select that height. We're going to increase the strength. So if you come all the way to there and all the way to there. What I kind of did is I've left myself enough space. Okay, so we can, come on now. Can we do this? We can. So a full block can go over, or a full what, 10 units? Yeah, 10 units can go over here without a pillar, believe it or not. So I think that's gonna look kind of cool once we put in some of the bigger main streets coming through here. And then yeah, of course we're gonna have on and off ramps on to the sides, kind of plugged in to where it looks nice. So well, what I'm trying to say is that it will almost serve like a sunken highway through here. So I'm gonna smooth this back out.
This is Mars official radio with Panem Public Service Escalon. We have a soundtrack just right for the blue sunset light.
Well, in any case, we'll fix it a little bit later. I don't feel like quite messing with it just yet. Oh, additionally, I upgraded the water pumping stations over here and kind of just did that. Nothing too fancy, but it is an additional change that I made. All right, so taking a look at the oil industry here, we're slowly but surely running out of oil. We have a little bit here that we can kind of try and utilize, a little bit over here, okay chunk right over here, which I think we may or may not end up expanding out this way. And I wanted to try and see. Okay, I want to try and see if that, I forgot already what it was called. Petrochemical. No, it's not that one. Offshore oil. Yeah, see, that's way too far out there, so we can't really mess with that too much. Putting it anywhere over here is going to do us no good because there's no oil over here, so I mean, yeah, we could put it here for aesthetics, but it's not going to do anything for us. We do have the ability to put in small, large oil drilling here and here and there. So we can leave those there. They're going to suck up the rest of the oil. And then I don't think we have the naphtha cracker plant yet. I don't see it anywhere. Thought, yeah, it would actually be a pretty good fit right there. And I think we can also, fit one right over here, and that'll fill in the area itself. And then these large crude oil tank farms, we're going to put this sucker somewhere. I want to say it'll be a good fit right in there. Yeah, maybe some trees or some rocks and whatnot, kind of spruce the area up a little bit. Should be just a-okay. But that should hold us over for a little bit longer, supplying the oil to the rest of the city. And I think we should get ready to expand out this way as well, or at least put in some highway connections or something of the sort to try and make a little bit of sense of it and go from there. Oh, by the way, the reason I have this kind of a dip over here, or a lip, if you want to call it, is because down here we're gonna have the riverside, or riverside, like hotels and leisure and commercial, all that good stuff is going to be kind of alongside the river there. One for scenery, two for realism, if you will, prime real estate. So we'll focus on that a little bit as well. But I really kind of sort of want to get a bridge going over here and figure out where exactly we're going to put the main street, I guess. I don't know if we should have one or two. I think if we do two, we're going to have to move the toll booth somewhere else. But we'll see. As the area grows, I'll try to put one closer to here, so we have enough room without destroying anything to expand out down that way. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that done. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it, but I'll speed up the game up for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so this is kind of sort of what I had imagined. Now, this is, I'm willing to put money on it. This is probably going to be a traffic nightmare. And if it is, we'll figure out a way to fix it. But I want to start building out on this side of the city already. So we are gonna go ahead and do that. So we're gonna use this road with trees, 6-lane road. We're gonna make it a big road. Why not? And we are gonna make our very first cut in the intersection, or not the intersection, the street, to be, say, right about there. And you know what? I'm gonna want this to be a 4-laner going out to 4,000. Gonna do the same exact thing over here on this side, 4,000. And then over here we are, let's see, and I'm going according to no plan, just making things up, trying to make them look nice. So we're gonna switch back down to let's go road with trees. This is gonna be a pretty large IT cluster park over here. So that's 3. We're gonna go out by 1.3 and do that. Do the same thing here, and let's go ahead and smoothen out or level the area a little bit. There we go. And that's 3, and let's see, over here we can come out by, it's a little close of an intersection, but not terrible. And we'll do something like that, right? So like I said, we are gonna have the IT cluster there. Let's do our wonderful pipe layout. And there we go. I think that should be good. We should have water over here. Now what we need to do just to get a start, to get an idea of what it's gonna look like, we'll zone a small area. That doesn't look too pretty, but that's a-okay. We'll zone a small area. We're gonna call it our IT cluster. We're gonna what's this gonna look like? Let's see. I mean, it looks okay. All right, let's continue on down this same way all the way, because I'm just really interested in what that's gonna end up looking like. We are gonna come here. We're gonna zone this as the IT office specialization cluster, whatever you want to call it. We're going to turn off lights there, and none yet there. And let's try zoning this big old block right over here and see what we come up with. So I'm going to put it on 3-speed. The industry demand is creeping up a little bit, so hopefully that'll start coming in pretty quickly here. Now over here on this side, what we're gonna do, wow, look, that worked out pretty well. We're even with zoning. I was not planning for that. We'll go out by 3. We'll make another cut in the main street, and I think that 3 blocks, so I'm sure you know what I mean by 3 blocks, going out by 3 full squares, 30 units, whatever you want to call it. I believe that's enough to not have very much, if any at all, traffic going through here. So spacing, I guess what I'm trying to say, I think is enough, and that's kind of the rule of thumb that I go through when I'm building my cities. So what I want to do over here is I want to plop in some basic services, right? But the big ones. So I'm going to build a very large hospital right in there. We are going to put in a park right next to it. Over here on the corner, I'm going to want a fire station, a big one. So that one right there. And then right here, we're going to go out by 1 more. Actually, you know what? Why not connect right there? And a good idea, if it'll fit, is this Come on. Oh no, so close. I was gonna put this big old park over here, but that's okay. We can improvise a little bit and put in a playground, a large playground there. And let's see what we can do here as far as the intelligence agency. And look at that. That looks great to me. And there's our IT cluster coming in as well. So connect the water. There we go. Water's good and taken care of. And now all we need is power, and I'm gonna temporarily move. Let's do something odd. Just like this, I don't have to keep moving it, hopefully. So that should, yep, that's got power now. How do we get this to connect? What if we put in that? And we're gonna need something over here. How about a... This is gonna be a dense area. I'm gonna hook it up with double crematoriums right off the bat. And then put a little bit of trees there. And I know we had some room there. Can we squeeze anything over here? No, we can't. Which is okay. All right, so that area, basic services, taken care of. So we have police, fire, medical, parks, and death services. We could even... Oh, that's connected, look. We could even opt for a post office too. And we can plop that right there on that little corner. Is this room for trees? It is. Wow. All right, cool. Okay, so that's where we're at. I think it looks good. I think it's gonna be very nice. Can we add another row? I think we might be able to. Okay, so maybe not a full row, but close to it. So if we do that, and let's make sure that we have district coming out this way. I'll clean it up later, don't worry. Okay. All right. I think that's gonna end up looking real nice. So imagine from here, that whole top, this whole top piece right here, just covered in high density large buildings, and then you have down here a well lit up leisure hotel and commercial area, also nicely lit up. Maybe over here closer to the edge, we don't go full skyscrapers like over there. Maybe over here we go with the modern city center buildings, kind of break it up a little bit. Maybe we can even do it down here. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. I think we're still doing good. We're doing good. This, for the most part, right now is doing okay. maybe next ramp or next cross street bridge, whatever we do here, doesn't have an on and off ramp. Maybe it's just got one weird arm that comes out this way and maybe hooks up with something over here, and likewise getting out. That could work too. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that we have this over here designated as... We don't, but we will now. There we go. So these, let's go away. There we go. They're gonna grow in and be higher skyscrapers as well. So these two over here, oops. They have ran out of. There we go. Run out of oil. Or they didn't run out of oil. We ran out of oil. The city ran out of oil to be pumped up. So we're turning that into a little bit of a regular industry. I'm gonna check on. Yeah, see, these guys are nearly done pumping everything out from there. Well, no, I'll leave it. I'll see what happens once we're completely done with oil. How much shortage or how big of a shortage of oil we're gonna have at the plants. Where are we at on storage? We're 25% full there. We have 12% full there and 21% full there. And that's not a storage facility. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm really liking really liking this area over here. Maybe a little bit of trees and foliage along the side over here. Maybe we even sneak in a little pathway that goes under, comes out this way, meets with whatever we end up placing over here, and kind of go from there. And this demand for jobs or industry is just growing, so that's not a bad thing. That's definitely a good thing. So, all right, but I am gonna leave you guys to it. So let me know what you think about this area. Automated tolls, if you have any tips, let me know down below. Or not automated tolls, but just toll booths in general. Again, like I said, this is my first time using these. We don't need them. Might get rid of them. We really don't need them. I mean, we have 8.6 million. This is a profit scheme currently in our city, so I don't think we need it. If it becomes an issue, we'll remove it. But I wanted to try it. Let me know what you think about the idea of having just leisure and hotels or tourism, modern city center buildings, all that good stuff down here. Or let me know if you have a better idea of what you might want to see down here. I'd love to incorporate some of your guys' ideas into the city as well. I think I did actually a couple of times already. But that's that. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do. And I'll see you on the next video. And it might be a Need for Speed video. I don't know. I'll see you guys next time.